What is going down, everybody? This is Sarius, and I am so excited to bring you along this journey. Thrills and Chills, the brand new map by Swift Brutal Death, is officially a Holiday 2014 Tripwire event. We're going to be blazing forward on the hardest difficulty known as Hell on Earth, with our trusty M14EBR, an off-perk loadout, in which I rock that out with a FireAxe, and I start swinging like crazy as a Berserker. I know it sounds a little strange, a little bit avant-garde, but baby, this is what this channel's all about, man. There's a reason behind my madness, but you're going to see that in just a little bit. And we're going to try something new with this commentary, guys. I'm actually going to be slowing down. Instead of talking through a straight, like, 46-minute full game, I'm going to give you tidbits, advice, things like that during the trader time, and let the gameplay kind of shine on its own as a way to see how it works. If you guys like this video, definitely hit me up in the comments. If you don't, let me know too, because your honesty, your feedback, and your participation, guys, no doubt has kept this channel going, and I appreciate that. You are the #1 reason why this channel is alive right now. So thank you so much. This is Sarius tuning out, and I'll catch you on the flip side, everybody. Wow. Alright, so if you've made it this far, welcome to the first Trader Talk, where we're going to be talking a little bit about what we're planning, what we're going, what's our mindset. Right now I have a crossbow with me because I spawned in as a level 6 sharpshooter. Really wanted to take advantage of that headshot damage. So I ended up selling my crossbow for 225 dosh, and notice how I'm going to immediately pick up without hesitation the dual Mark 23 pistols. Very, very strong powerhouses. I'm going to sacrifice armor this round because it's going to be kind of a save round. I immediately want to switch off from wave 2 to 3 as an M14EBR rockin' Berserker. So I want to make that transformation as fast as possible because this map is brutal. There are enemies coming from all over the place, and you got to be real careful in how you move and how you react to various threats out there. You're going to see that in a little bit as the wave and trader time dissipates. But I just want to let y'all know what to look forward to. It's action-packed, guys. I hope to see you on the next Trader Talk. Welcome to Trader Talk number 2. And today, guys, we're going to talk a little bit about those dual Mark 23s that we're rocking out right here. The reason why I use this on Wave 2 is because enemies can pop up out of anywhere. You've seen that in this map, how quick these enemies spawn. They really don't give you a whole lot of breathing room. And having 24 rounds in your total capacity akimbo on these Mark 23s with their ability to pierce through multiple targets when they line up in a conga line, oh my goodness, dude, you can do some serious work with these pistols. Now, I have an option at this point. I'm at the trader, and I can either stick with my level 6 sharpshooter for another couple rounds, or I can go straight in to being a Berserker. I said, you know what? I have enough money to sell my Mark 23s, get an M14EBR, and get out the door. Again, I only have a knife and an M14EBR. As you can see, that definitely is a significant risk, right? There's risk versus reward in this game. Right here, the M14EBR is gonna shine. But you know what? I'm not gonna go into that until the next Trader time, so I hope to see you guys there. Rock and roll, baby. Alright guys, so a quick tip for you guys. As you're shooting this M14EBR rifle off perk, notice the kick will send it up to the moon. Literally, you're going to be looking out and like praising the killing floor gods up above you. How to fix this is try to do your best after every shot to flick your wrist back down just enough so it's right back where you had your crosshair before. If you can do that, you literally have mastered the off-park EBR and probably are well on your way to mastering any weapon in any FPS game ever out there in terms of recoil. Alright? Peace out. Alright everybody, so Trader Talk number 3. Right here you can see the enormous risk we put ourselves in to rush ourselves to get to the M14EBR, leaving us with only a knife and a Berserker class. Again, the M14EBR really does shine, and it can even supplement your primary weapon if you know how to manage your recoil, which again I demonstrated in that last part. So it's very important that you know your rifle, you know your speed, you know your ability to move forward, staying mobile, and now that you know your class, we've gone ahead and picked up the FireAxe. That is our endgame build. From this point forward, we can save up money, we can afford pipes, and we are going to be working, in our mindset at this point, is how do we go forward in terms of the future? What are we going to do to kill the Patriarch? So that's what's going through my head right now at this very moment. But right now you have everything you need in your disposal to take out trash enemies, to take out some of the highest level enemies like flesh pounds. We can kill them with an axe, we can kill them with the M14 too if you want. You're going to see some flinch locks on the Scrakes in a little bit, but all that and more on the next Trader Talk. See you soon. Alright, so trader time number 4. At this point, it becomes super duper easy in terms of the economics department because now you are blazing forward. You have everything you need. You have the endgame axe, or if you want to pick up the claymore, pick up whatever works for you as long as it has enough power to take down the flesh pound and also take down the skrakes, okay? With that said, I'm scoping out. I'm looking around. What area can I fight the Patriarch in? If you are an open class, you like open fields to kite him in, then you can do that. Me, I like close quarters because I want to dump on him with a support specialist. So right here, again, armor, maintenance, repaired to full, ammo's topped off. I'm ready to rock and roll ad infinitum, my friends. And right here, this is where it's going to get very important that you save, and plan your money accordingly. So for me, what I'm going to be doing is I'm saving up as a support specialist. How much does the AA-12 cost? How much does the hunting shotgun cost? How much will it cost for extra grenades? How much is it going to cost if I want to lay traps like pipes, for instance? We'll talk a little bit more about that on the next Trader Time. See you soon, guys. Alright guys, Trader Talk number 5, and what you saw just there was a flinch lock with the M14 against the Scrake. You can do this if you're soloing on an off-perk build, but on Hell on Earth's 6-man team, that's something that is probably not going to work out too well in your favor, especially with everything going down with husks firing. It's going to be pretty much a nightmare. I've done it as a medic occasionally a couple times where I had to dump an entire, almost a full magazine into the Scrake's head to take him out in a flinch position, but sometimes players are going to hit him, they're going to nick him, and it's going to break that flinch lock, and then they'll never get that back again. So you got to be real careful on that, okay? Now, one thing is that if you are a level 6 sharpshooter, though, okay, and this is why I'm doing this, to train with an off perk so I can actually use the M14 better when I am an actual sharpshooter. You will be able to do that. You can use that technique against Scrakes. It's just a lot harder sometimes. Okay, well anyways, I just want to show you that. There's some tips and tricks on how to do that. If you guys want to see that, definitely hit me up. We'll talk a little bit later at the next Trader Talk. Alright, Trader Talk 6. So right here, I would save the last Zed until you were like 20 to 30 meters away from the trader. So you can get in there real quick, buy your stuff, and then reconfigure your builds if you need to. You have more purchasing power, you have more time. That's something that you don't get a whole lot of in Killing Floor, especially on Hell on Earth public servers. You can't freeze the game, you have to move forward constantly. So again, plan ahead. I'm stepping ahead about, I'd probably say 2 to 3 waves ahead of me. I'm already thinking about what it's going to look like. So right now I bought a set of pipes here. They're very, very expensive, and that's for good reason because they're very, very potent, especially on solo gameplay. I've gone ahead and you can see I sealed that door there because I'm thinking about how I'm going to fight the Patriarch. What angle is he going to approach from, and how am I going to maximize my damage and dump upon him to kill him as fast as possible. And I'm already thinking about that as I'm swinging my axes here. Again, checking out the stands, you can see the level of detail is great. These guys put a lot of effort into their maps, and I have to say massive props, brother. I really enjoy this map. We'll talk later on that at the next Trader Talk. See you soon, guys. Now this right here, guys, is what I would consider the Tunnel of Death. It's a funnel of death. It's a place that you do not want to have any part of being near, especially when these Zeds are about to spawn in the beginning of the wave. Do not be here. Look at how I'm getting ripped apart. And if I wasn't a Berserker with that damage resistance, that would have been the end of me. And trust me, from 4 to 5 hours of literally getting ground in the same exact spot right into the dirt, I can honestly tell you, avoid this place like the plague. Move on. There's better places out there. Catch y'all at Trader Talk time. Alright guys, Trader Talk 7. So right here you saw another example of an off-perk Scrake flinch lock. It's an amazing technique. Could I have just used my axe to kill him in 2 hits? Yes. But what am I going for? I'm going for practice. I'm going for making sure I get the muscle memory that I need to get really good at using the M14 even off-perk again. You know what I mean? And that's the type of stuff that you want to go with. Is this an extra challenge? Yes. Is it a hassle? Sometimes it can definitely be. But by pushing yourself in areas that you're not really that familiar with or that comfortable with, you will become a better gamer as a whole, and that's just a big tip right there. Okay, so one big thing about the map in and of itself is that, again, it has a lot of places that you can get caught off guard very badly. Like you saw towards the left of me, you saw that death trap over there with the tents. Gotta be real careful, especially in that area, unless you have a team or people that you're playing with, or you're just absolutely lucky, because again, every single time I've gone back to that left side, I have died. I'm like bad luck Chuck when it comes to that. I'll catch y'all later. We got some important tips to cover in the next Trader Time. See you soon. Alright, so trader time number 8. Notice the clock is ticking down and here I am still floundering about trying to get onto the point when I could have literally been at the trader already purchasing items and been on my way. This is something that you got to really see as a blooper. This is very important because although you can close the distance as a berserker, you really want to make sure that you're buying stuff quickly and getting out. And the time that you do this, even if you're playing multiplayer, you can give money to your friends and be able to move on and get things rolling for them, okay? But right here, tunnel of death. Get out of this area. This is bad. Bad. I want you to ingrain that in your minds and brains because my 4 to 5 hours of collapsing on this map right here at this very spot, things go sour here. I don't know what it is with their spawn timers, but they just continue to spawn and trickle in. It's one of those bad areas. You got to be real careful. Okay, so wave 9 and wave 10, we're going to have basically 2 flesh pounds. On wave 10, it's going to be a double, like at one time, at one specific time. So I can't wait to show you that and some tips as well, but only at the next trader time. See you there, guys. Rock and roll. Alright, trader time number 9. Right here, guys, you can see we are just about at the threshold. Wave 10 of 10 chips are on the table. We're going to get double flesh pounds, like I said, and dealing with them is a little bit different. You're going to see it's a little bit more of a slower, more gradual process than the straight up blunt force, just straight up killing one flesh pound right away and hacking away at his head. Now, again, it's going to take a little bit more time. Your mileage may vary, okay? But look how my build hasn't changed at all. My pipes that I bought way back in the day, I have them in my person. I still have them. Look at the 3598 dosh that I have, that I can literally just go and just throw money at the trader, pick up whatever I want in terms of my class change. And right here in this big cozy room, notice how this is where I'm starting my area of operation, my kiting. This is where I'm going to be setting up even for the Patriarch fight. So you're going to see that in just a little bit. But again, the tips here are hopefully helping you guys out to feel more confident to get out there and try to beat this map, because it is very difficult. But don't lose hope. I'll catch you guys on the next trader round. Try to top. Alright, so 1Z left. It happens to be a bloat. He moves very slow, and that's kind of in a good way. You just have to stay within his line of sight so you don't end up blowing him up, and your plan will backfire on you in that case. I'm trying to buy as many precious seconds as I can to hopefully scope out a nice area that I can go support specialist and kill the Patriarch in a CQB environment. But right there, the trader was not going to be there next round, so that door that I had set up in the beginning wasn't going to fly. So I have to move about 70 more meters up to the next trader location and try to hopefully scope something that is really close in that will give me a chance to fight him on even ground, because he has a ton of HP. He can one-shot me without armor, and it gets really, really hairy. So right here, I noticed the little cottage that I was starting most of my rounds off from waves 8 to 10 and all that. I said this would be a perfect place to maybe ambush him and give me a chance to really get on even ground. So I ended up killing the bloat here. I said, okay, let's fire this thing off. 60 seconds. That's all I've got. And right now, you can see how close I am to maximize my buying time. I end up selling all the stuff I'm not going to need. I quickly go back to Demoman, and I try to see if I can go and pick up a couple of extra pipes. I want to soften him up from 2 angles. So if he approaches me from the right side, I've got a little bit of damage that I can dump on him from that point beyond my sight line. This is great because if he charges me, I won't have chances to react. So I want to make sure that I hit him from a blind angle that he's not expecting that. Okay. Secondly, I go ahead and pick up the A12 and the hunting shotgun, both powerhouses, and I see that I still have some more money to spare. So what I'm going to do is set up another contingency plan, because something always goes wrong, especially when you're about to fire something off. And you're going to see that actually happen. So I have another layer just in case. It's very important that you do this. And again, it's one of those things. You just want to have contingencies. That's the biggest thing I can stress in this game, especially when you're playing to win. Now right here we go. I notice that I don't weld the door, guys. I don't weld it because I don't want him launching a rocket at that door and blowing it up, because he does it at range. I don't really know where he is in relevance to my position, but I know he's close, so I'm going to go ahead and just be real quiet, get down, and try to see if I can hear his footsteps to plan where to shoot. You can hear his footsteps from the left side, see? Gotta be real quiet. Yep, confirm left side. See that? Now the first pipe set goes off, okay? So I try to swing open the door to see if I have an advantage. I can be able to start engaging him. Sure enough, I failed. See that when I'm talking about contingency plans, the clots ended up taking out my second contingency plan. So right now, you got to think on your feet. I said, you know what? I'm going to weld this door. And if he unloads on this door and he breaks it, all my pipes are already blown up, so it's not going to make much of a difference. And I can unload on him a massive amount. I checked to make sure my right pipes were good. They're all set. So I'm still in position. I still have pipes on the blind angle on the right. And now, again, here I am. And this is my last resort here. This is all I've got. One set of peps to rely on. And I've got my A12 here. And I'm going ahead and boom. As soon as I make contact with him, the pipes go off, perfect amounts of damage, and I was able to do enough DPS to drop him very quickly. But again, you can see how close it was. If he had hit me one more time, it would have been over for me. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a different way to do commentary, and if you like it, definitely give a karate chop to that like button, and definitely subscribe if you want to see some more vids, guys. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. This is Sarius. Peace out.